at our home base of 22nd Street Landing. And I've got Brian Sanchez here.
How's it
from
going?
Promar. Brian, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
What are you
dude.
looking at my forehead for?
I don't know. You got a little mark there.
I
Is
know,
that from the
man.
accident?
Yeah, oh my God. We got creamed in that thing, man.
Dude, so what happened? Well, we'll get into the show now.
Yeah, we can get into it
Yeah,
a little bit, but
if
I'll
you
tell
don't
you all
mind.
about it. Rene De Leon.
How's it
Rene,
going,
how
Phil?
are you?
Fine, my friend.
Friend
fine,
of ours,
fine.
Bob Alvarez, might be watching. We both know him really, really well.
What's going on, Rob?
He said to send you his best. So
He's my brother. He's
yeah,
my brother.
right. And it's so funny that you and I have that connection because Bob and I, we did so much together. I mean, we were all over Baja and doing so much. So.
Tahiti. You guys went to Tahiti?
Yeah,
too,
no,
didn't
we went to
you?
the Cook Islands.
Cook Islands,
and we
yes.
did a show there. My dad got a freaking sashimi plate in the Cook Islands with a big thing of wasabi like this, and he takes it and he goes, puts it in his mouth, and I go, Dad, spit it out. And he goes, why? And I go, spit it out, Dad. So he spits it out, and I go, what are you doing? And he goes, I thought it was an olive. You know? That poor guy would have had indigestion for 6 years. Good stuff. So you've been out lobster fishing. Welcome to Lobster Chronicles,
Yes.
brought to you by Promar. We're so happy to be with you. Again, Anthony and I just returned last night from a 2-day trip on the Amigo. Had great tuna fishing
Oh, nice.
out there on Tanner Bank. Brian has already referenced the fact that Anthony and I almost were killed on the freeway the other way.
Wow.
So
God you're
I
here.
want to know what happened there.
Thank God
Okay,
you're here.
we'll get
Have
to
you talked about it yet?
No,
No.
not on
Oh,
Lobster
okay.
Chronicles at least. So
Okay,
why not,
there we
right?
go. Yeah.
So Anthony and I had gone to Ventura and we'd done a couple of shows. We went to Eric's Tackle and did a great show with Eric. That
Right,
show
right.
in a day has had well over 5,000 views. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
a really great show because of Eric.
Yeah.
And then we did another one at Huns Fishing Tackle up there, and we ran around and saw people
Yeah.
in the 805. And then I ultimately ended up at the Ventura County Sport Fishing Club to give a speech. And after I put those people all to sleep that night, we were driving home.
Uh-huh.
And, brake lights are coming on in front of me.
Yeah.
And so I start to slow, come off the accelerator, and then come to a complete stop. And then you know what you do when you come to a stop on the
You look-
freeway.
yeah, you look-
You look in your rearview mirror, and all I can see is these lights just 100 miles an hour.
Man.
Oh my God.
And I blurted out an expletive, according to Anthony. I really don't remember.
Yeah.
And then I just I was in severe pain.
Oh, man.
He was way more. He was in pain, but
Yeah.
he was kind of quarterbacking. Like that.
I mean, he's a lot. He's pretty well built, so I'm sure he takes it a lot better than
well,
you
his
do.
theory is that
Yeah.
I had time to tense up, and he didn't. And
That actually makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like
It
why the
does.
drunk people, when they get into a car accident, they're the ones who usually end up
Or like babies when they fall. They don't tense up. They just boink,
yeah,
and they bounce right back
I
up.
don't think that's related at all. I don't know.
Renee, I do.
Yeah, I mean, they're kids. Yeah, he doesn't have kids yet.
I'm on Renee's side because he buys the chili rellenos at night after the show. So screw you. So I mean, I was in severe pain. He said, "Get off the road." So we got off the road.
Yeah.
And it seemed like 2 minutes, but it was 10 minutes. Emergency vehicles, ambulance.
Yeah.
They're at my door and they're going, "Are you hurt?" And I go, I don't know. The guy that hit us showed up at his door, and he goes, "Hey, are you guys okay?" And I go, "I don't really know." And I go, "Are you the guy who hit us?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm the guy who hit you." It was totally my fault.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention, and I just hope you're going to be okay. Then he came back and did that again. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer
Yeah,
that he didn't
that's-
hit us.
Yeah, yeah.
But what an honorable guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
what-
thing
really,
to do. Yeah.
really. So if
That's
somehow
great.
you end up watching this, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
That's crazy. So, what kind of car was it?
I don't know what hit us. What hit us, Anthony? Do we know? Because we got rushed off to the hospital.
I think I'm not 100% sure. We hit a Mercedes SUV.
That hit you, or that's what hit
We
you?
got pushed into
Pushed
that.
forward.
Pushed into a Mercedes SUV, and then we were hit. It could have been a sedan, a small sedan,
Okay.
but still fucking 60 miles an hour.
No, yeah, that's what I'm
Freaking
saying.
hit us. So it hit us hard. Huh?
Dude, that's
My
crazy.
neck went- My hat was in the back, the very back of the car.
Wow.
Damn.
think
my hat like this, and it was in the back of the car.
Anthony's saying his neck got, and then I think he got hit by my phone in the face.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
I
my
don't
phone
know if
was
it's
up on
phone
the-
or if it was my own hand, but I have some like.
You had a little mouth.
It's
on
crazy to me that it's like you guys were in the moment, but even now you guys are like, I don't really know because it happened that sudden.
It happened that sudden, and it
That's
was,
scary when
it
you
was
think about it,
kind of
yeah.
traumatic. Like,
No, yeah. I
you
mean,
get
of course.
blasted, and then
Yeah.
you're like, you have all these thoughts running through your head. Am I paralyzed? I kept going, hey, am I bleeding? Because I could feel that in my head. And he goes, no, I don't even see anything.
Yeah.
Then I go, I feel like my head hit something. Okay, well, good. I'm not bleeding.
Yeah.
I could feel my fingers and my toes. I go,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
this
feel
little
like,
thing
you
didn't
know.
show up until the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude.
He had
Yeah.
a little
Well,
red
I'm-
mark, and that was it.
Yeah.
Nurse
But
gave him a
even,
hickey.
Like, when after
Yeah.
it happened, it wasn't
Don't tell my
bad.
wife. Oh,
Dude,
Judith,
well-
don't
Doesn't
say-
matter.
Don't say it in Spanish.
You don't have to worry. I don't know Spanish, so
Oh, perfect.
we're good.
Dude, yeah, that was like I remember when I saw the photo, I was like, dude, that's gnarly. I hope they're. I was really, like, I woke up in the morning and I saw it and I was like, holy crap. Steve was immediately like, hey, did you see what happened to Phil? Have you talked to Phil? And I
Yeah,
guess
he
talked
called
to you.
me, yeah.
Said he talked to you, and then Ben was asking. Everybody in the office was asking.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like the last person because I didn't go on social media until later, and I was like, oh crap! Like Steve was the first person to tell me. So.
Well, there was like over 1,000 comments from
Oh, yeah,
lovely
yeah,
people.
yeah.
So thank you.
Well, I mean, you're a big
Thank
part of
you
the
all.
industry.
Yeah,
you know? I mean,
yeah,
you've been
yeah.
around for a while, so.
Yeah, we want.
And I'm still around.
still here.
Live to fight another day.
Still here.
All right, enough of this nonsense of
Yeah.
me whining about my injuries, you know.
Yeah.
What about lobster fishing? You want to tell us about, you guys were just out. Why don't you and Renee tell us about what you guys did?
Yeah, so we went out. We took my dad. He's never been lobster hooping before, so Renee was kind enough to take us out on the water, and we had a good time. It was pretty fun. Not a whole lot of bugs, to be honest with you guys.
So where did you guys fish? Not exactly, but
We fished right here out of pretty much
Real-
really
real
close
local.
by.
Yeah, okay.
real local over here, San Pedro. It was a fun night regardless, as I always tell people, as long as you're out on the water. And it was funny because this was my first real outing this season.
oh yeah.
And so I was like, whoa, like this is like, it reminded me just how much fun lobster hooping is and also how tiring it is.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just me and my dad, right? Renee's manning the boat. So we're like baiting everything. We're
It's
mashing
a lot
up
of
the thing.
work.
It's a lot of work, dude. And that was one thing that I wanted to like remind people is bring some young people.
Yeah.
Bring some people in there that are willing to put some work in because that definitely was a lot of work for
Yeah.
sure. And there
But-
was some.
Go,
No, go ahead. No, go.
Because his dad has never been before.
Yeah.
He had never been lobster hooping, didn't know what a thing
Yeah.
about it. So for him to kind of watch what we were doing and Brian explaining it to him, he caught on real quick. He had hands on, and he had such a good time, such a good time. Even even though it was very slow, he had a great time.
Yeah.
Your dad, and he did, was he pulling the nets?
No,
Like
he
full
was-
speed?
Yeah, we had him pulling
he
nets.
was pulling
he,
nets.
He was the old guy, man. We had him pulling
Yeah.
nets and everything,
Yeah,
man.
he pulled his own weight for sure. He was having fun. He was super sore. He was like, my hands are so sore the next day and the day after that. He was like, I didn't realize it was such a workout. And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, that's why I don't like sparing so much lobster.
Well, guys, I'm going to set up a lobster trip here in the next couple of days.
Yes,
and
yeah.
so the reason why everybody on this charter, at least 8 guys said, let's do lobster hoot now. Watch
Yeah.
that lobster show you're doing.
Oh,
It's-
sweet,
it's
dude.
fun.
Yeah, let's
the
do
guy
it.
up here in the ticket office watches everything. He loves
Oh,
this
nice.
show.
Oh,
There's
dude,
a lot
heck
of
yeah,
people
dude.
watching this, actually.
Yeah.
That's
man.
nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's
there's
good.
I mean, we share, like we said, we share a lot of information and like obviously every now and then we get some goodies to give away.
Yeah.
So
Are we doing anything tonight?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
I'll think about
All
it.
right, time's up.
Yeah, I know. I put the request
I'm
and
kidding.
we've been putting out all these requests for like giveaways, so they're kind of on me right now. They're like, "Hey, you got to stop giving so much stuff away." And I'm like, "Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm known for."
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we give stuff away every other show or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know, but most people are tuning in here for the info and
No, and that's the thing. It's free information. You guys can ask whatever question.
Yeah.
You guys get to hear some of the stories. Like, I'll give you guys some information. I'll give you guys the story. Like, it was actually really crazy when me and Renee were on the water. We had somebody come up and pull up on our nets.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Renee was telling me
Dude,
that.
so
You
it
got
was
poachers out
yeah,
there?
we had
Yeah.
poachers out there. It was funny because I looked to Renee, or I was talking to my dad and I was talking to Renee and we were all chatting, or Renee and my dad were talking, and I remember I looked at him and I was like, am I going crazy? I'm like, there's a blue light, like over there. I'm like, I think somebody just pulled up our net. And Renee goes, he looks over and he doesn't see anything, but he's like, all right, let's pull up. So he grabs, he turns it on and we start going over there. And lo and behold, there was a small dinghy, like 2-3 guys on there, pitch black. As soon as we start getting closer, they turn their lights on, they turn their nav lights on, and then they start boating out. So Renee followed up behind them, right? He was like just making sure that they get escorted all the way away from our nets. But, our first pool essentially was completely ruined because they came up. They
actually pulled them?
No, yeah, for sure.
They had to have pulled some.
They had to have pulled at least, I would say at least three.
Three of them,
Yeah, because there was 3 of them that were like shifted from where they initially were dropped. So they were dropped further to the right or further to the left, and they were dropped further back to the right.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not crazy. Like, I thought I was like crazy for a second because I was like, dude, I swear that blue light was further this way, and now it's all the way over here. And he's like, dude, I think you're just seeing things. And then we pull up closer, and lo and behold, it was there. So
damn.
Keep an eye on your traps. And this is one thing that we kind of planned. I was like, dude, we can't go too far anymore.
Yeah.
What do you do? We weren't. What's the what do you recommend people do? Do they call the harbor police or you don't want to get in some kind of a confrontation where some nut kills you?
No, and that was the thing. We didn't really, what I would recommend is obviously play it safe. I know a lot of us have emotions, and especially in the fishing community, there's a lot of hotheads. But try to play it cool. You know what I mean?
Boy, that's the understatement.
yeah. Try to play it cool and I mean. Obviously, make it known that you're aware that they're there and that they're touching your stuff.
You put a big spotlight on.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
I did that.
Yeah,
that's the first thing I did.
He was in the tuna tower.
What did the cockroaches do when you put that light on?
Right away. That's when they turned on their running lights, and I saw that starboard light, and I go, "There's somebody there. We got to go."
Yeah.
So I just told them to hang on, and I flipped the boat around, and
we flipped it.
And that's I didn't buzz down on them, but I took off, at a good clip to. Get close to them, and they were bugging out.
Yeah.
They bugged out over to Fish Harbor.
Yeah, and Renee told me that you were torturing him with some punk rock bull crap music that he wanted to get away from it. And you insisted
there was
reliving your youth or some horse crap.
It's funny because that's what I grew up listening to. So there was, I guess, a concert, and that's what we came up close to. There was like 3 other boats there, and they were all parked, and we were there too, just kind of chilling, just talking, and having a good time, eating some food. And that's obviously why I love doing lobster hooping, because I get to eat while I'm there.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But no, we were there, and that's when I saw it, and so we jetted on over back. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would recommend to people, keep an eye on your nets, and maybe don't stray too far. I know oftentimes it's like, we'll drop them for 30, 40 minutes, go fish, and then come back. That's fine. I think there's a rule or a regulation where you have to stay within a certain range of your nets, number 1. And number 2, double check that. You guys want to check the rules, obviously. But I would also say you never know who's out there. You know what I mean? It's nighttime. You can't really see all that far. These boats pulling up, they're completely pitch black, and they're pulling up on our stuff.
There's always some schmuck that'll,
Yeah.
But we were lucky that they didn't steal anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were lucky they didn't steal it. They just pulled up on the nets, probably grabbed whatever was in them, and then dumped them out.
Yeah, if there was something.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
who
what I'm
knows
saying.
How many illegals they got?
Yeah. Or illegals. I mean, at that point, if they're poaching, they're going to poach.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
As far as I read about that, about being so far away from your net, I couldn't find anything yet, but I'm going to dive deeper into that. But as far as leaving your nets, you have a 2-hour limit. You cannot leave your nets more than 2 hours. Once you leave it 2 hours, they consider it abandonment, and someone can pull it.
Oh, really?
Somebody can go get it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. 2 hours.
But how are you going to measure that? I mean, legally, technically, how you can,
I always say fishing game is watching you before you even see them.
Right.
I always say that. They come up.
We had a drone too.
Oh yeah,
right there.
That was probably them. That might have been them checking up to see, because there was.
You got a drone flying over here?
Yeah, there was a drone flying over.
Yeah, we.
Or somebody at that dumb concert.
No. Once we set our traps, I kind of just hung out right there by the nets.
We were
for a
still
little bit.
dropping the traps, yeah.
And then as soon as we were done, I saw the drone. I go, hey, look, there's a drone, and he came up and flew around, and
he flashed the
and
spotlight.
then we came back, and we
he flashed the spotlight at it, and it went further up, and he flashed it again, and it went further up again, and you could. I mean, it was a DJI drone. I have my own DJI drone. I can tell when they're like those, and it was for sure one of those.
Yeah,
it was one of those smaller Knock
Now we're down to drones and crooks trying to
Dude.
steal lobster, man.
That's the crazy thing. So if you guys were the ones who were doing that, that's messed up. I'm just saying, dude. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, beware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
beware.
you know the funny thing is, Renee, he's talking about how he grew up listening to that music and everything. We went out to the bait receiver and we pull up to get bait from Mike.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did the show
yeah,
with
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
And we roll up and I look at Mike and I go, how much longer do you have to listen to this crap? And he goes, oh my God, it's been 3 straight days and I can't wait until they, So I'm thinking about, and I don't know, you're probably old enough to remember, but when this Panamanian dictator named Noriega was in,
Oh yeah,
they
pineapple.
surrounded him
Yeah.
and put on like heavy duty AC/DC music for 24 hours a day, and it just finally, I surrender. So I thought
Really?
Mike was in it. Like, yeah. The
Senor
Marines just
Pina.
surrounded the place
Yeah.
and blared in music
Yeah.
really loud. So it was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
You want to read a couple of comments?
Yeah, let's
go
read a
for it.
couple. I
Go
already
for it.
read one.
You know, I
that
don't know
was,
if I told you I was in a serious accident on the freeway the other day. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Well, my
no,
memory must be going. Mike Krinkovich is here. He says it's got kind of a buggy evening tonight. People were clamoring for the show earlier,
Yeah.
like Lisa Paul saying, "Where are you guys?" So Lisa, I hope you are still here,
We're
and
here.
we are here. And Mad Dog says, "Yeah, we're good now." And Mike Krinkovich says, "You're looking live now." Michael Limon didn't show up to do what we wanted him to do tonight. Chivo Robledo, who won a prize on last
Yeah.
week's show, says, "Is Michael going to drop a net outside and see if he can catch a lobster?" And now that I remember that, Chivo, I wish he were here
Yeah.
to do that. We
Yeah.
got to do that.
No,
one.
that would have been fun. That would. I mean, we could bring a net. We have nets right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
let's
this in
do
my
that.
boat.
Yeah, we could bring one whenever.
The guys in
dude.
the office will go out, or Anthony'd run out and pull it, man.
Dude, that
His
would be
grandma's
fun.
got dibs on the legal lobster, though, man. She's dying for some
Oh,
lobster. so.
dude, you know it's crazy how good lobster is. I know I said we were talking about like recipes last week, but like no, I forgot truly how good it was.
Yeah.
I went over to San Diego and I was filming with the captain, and I we didn't go hooping or anything, but he was like, "Hey, do you want to come over have some lobster?" I was like, "Sure, dude." So we put him on the grill. Oh my god, just nothing but butter and salt.
So good.
so
good, right,
so
Renee?
good.
Yeah.
Tasty, tasty,
So
tasty.
so good.
Yeah.
Just buttering, like the best recipe is just having the tail. Realistically.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The flavor's all there.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. So that
Yep.
was pretty cool. Shout out
Hey.
to Captain Al.
Breaking news. If
Yeah.
I have this right, China has stopped buying swiny lobster from
No, they
California
didn't.
due to the tariffs. Correct
Really?
me, I'm wrong?
I don't know.
I saw
I
news
saw
item.
something.
I'm kind of like, I've been having headaches all day, so I'm a little blurry. I swear to God, I heard that today.
CBS 8, I think I saw something like that.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I saw something about like we're gonna see the price drop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So $20 to $24 a pound is what it's gonna be at now, which is still crazy expensive.
It's crazy expensive when it beats $60.
But it definitely beats $60.
Yeah.
That still doesn't mean you should go out hooping, because you know. you
Yeah,
should still
no,
go out and
no,
hoop.
man. And you make such a good point. I think
Yeah.
those are the best eating. They're so rich.
So-
Actually, after you eat a couple of them, you're
Oh, my
satisfied
God.
and you're done.
And that's what I was gonna say. So all we had was plain basmati rice. We were supposed to do
You are
steam
right.
rice. It is? Okay.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yes.
Who's the
Yeah.
guy that works with Joe Rogan? This is my the Joe Rogan guy that
Jamie?
Jamie checks
This is your
everything.
Jamie.
The dog.
He's our fact
Doggy
checker.
doggy. Woof
You have
woof.
to inspect your at least every 2 hours.
Yes.
okay.
All right.
There it goes.
Confirming what Renee said
Confirmed.
about you can't leave your nets in the water for more than 2 hours. To which I say, woof woof. The dog is right there for us. Go ahead. Oh, what were you?
I
gonna
forgot
say?
what he was even saying.
You were
Oh
gonna
no!
say
Yeah,
it was
all
so
we
good
had
and
was
tasty.
all we had was basmati rice. We were supposed to do steam rice, but there was only like an Indian joint that was open at that time, so we had to get basmati rice. And then we had just literally that and the lobster, and
Yeah.
it was so.
It's all you
filling.
need, man.
That was
right?
all the.
That's
I was
it.
like initially when I saw him, he literally was like, I was like, "Oh, how are you gonna cook them?" And he cranked up the smoker and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna put him on the smoker." And he goes, "You know what? No, I'm just gonna throw him on the grill." And I was like, "All right." I see him season it. All he puts is a little bit of salt. And in my head, I was like, "I'm not gonna judge a man on how he cooks,
Right.
And I'm not gonna come to somebody's house and tell him what to do." So he starts doing this, and in my head, I was like, "Oh man, this might not be good." I was like, "This might not be really good at all." And then I was just like, "Well, it's cool. It's lobster. I'm not gonna say no." So I go and I start taking bites. I was like, "Dude, this is just like this. Perfect. This is just perfect." It was really good. until he started at like looking at one of them. He goes, "Oh, this might be undercooked," and I started being worried. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can eat it sashimi for God's sake. so-
Yeah, I know, but maybe not a day late. Yeah, yeah, not after it's been on the grill for 30 minutes.
Man, I'll tell you, it is the best though.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Very sweet.
But if you guys are
Very
in
sweet.
San Diego, Captain Al Clowers, he took me out.
Oh,
He's
Big
a-
Al.
You know him?
I do know
Dude, he's
Al.
an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. I've been, I just recently started talking to him more and hanging out with him more, and he's kind of joining our pro staff a lot more now, and he's just so cool. He's been around for years.
Yes,
too.
he has.
He's been around for years. He said he used to do a lot with, I forgot which, oh my God, we just did a show with him. The other radio show. What is it called?
Oh, Let's Talk Hookup?
Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he did,
Yeah.
actually, with Pete.
with Pete.
Yeah.
With Pete, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I saw him. Do you remember the day you were at Day at the Docks?
Yes.
And there was that big crowd
Yes,
over
yes,
there
yes.
where I was standing?
Yeah, the
Yes.
huge crowd with like 60 people that somebody got
Al was
upset
there
about.
that day. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you were going to mention that, actually.
That was funny.
All right, here we go. A couple of more comments here. Let's see. Angler pliers. Have you ever seen those pliers?
No,
They're
never seen them.
fantastic. A
Are
guy
they?
named David Rosenthal lives up there in the 805. Angler pliers. David, thanks for joining us. And listen
Yeah.
to the hoop netting he's been experiencing. Good evening, fellas. Got limits of bugs last weekend with several in the 8 to 10 pound
Nice.
range.
Well, you did way
Nice.
better
Wow.
than we did. We only got 3 for the night, so let me know where that was.
David, drop a couple tips down here while we're talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're-
about like bait or what you were doing.
yeah.
or-
No, give us the details. What were you doing? What time was it? I remember a comment either here or maybe it was on Instagram, and somebody was saying that they got their limits before sundown.
Oh,
So I don't
wow.
know what time they were hooping, but I thought that was really interesting to read because I was like, we were just talking about this.
Somebody asked a question.
Yeah, and they asked the question, can you get them only at night?
Yeah.
Well, this other person, I don't remember who it was. It may have been here, it may have been an Instagram comment, but they mentioned that they had got them before sundown. So I think we should start dropping our hoops a little bit earlier. That's
Maybe,
what I was
huh?
getting- Yeah, I was like, dude.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding, man.
Yeah.
You guys were
I was
talking
gonna
about
be
how
so mad having to hoop earlier.
you're talking about how tough it is to pull the nets and everything.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
boats like the Amigo have a winch up in the bow,
Oh, yeah.
and they take care of that for you, man. So it's
Yeah.
more of a party atmosphere when you go.
And that's the thing is like you're not doing a lot of the physical labor. You're really just hanging out. So-
Yeah, but you're invested in
No, and yeah.
what's coming up in your hoop.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
you're
right.
like cheering and rooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little lottery where you're
Yeah.
waiting for your ticket to come up.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
And if you only go with 5 guys on a trip, then you got 2.
Oh, you got
hoops
you
every
got a
pull.
lot of chances when there's less people.
And the limit is 7, right, guys?
Right.
7
Yeah.
lobsters, yep. As of
And-
right now. Hopefully it keeps that way.
Yeah, hopefully. Why? Are you hearing something?
No.
No,
I
no,
heard
Are
no,
it.
you starting the rumors?
I'm starting that. Yeah, I heard it from the guy who heard it from a guy.
Yeah, right.
Who knows the guy?
Who knows the guy and he heard it from there. So
Energy Smoothie says, set up that lobster trip, Phil.
We will.
Are you two guys going to go?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Count us in.
Come on,
brother.
Renee. You got to go.
We're
I'm gonna
there.
break up
We're
the
there.
team. Huh?
Poker.
Yeah, poker games.
There you go.
Poker
You play
game.
poker?
Yeah.
No, you did?
I play
We're
poker.
going to have a tournament the way this is degenerating.
Dude, let's do
On our
it.
trips. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see. Chivo says, so what's your recommendation on getting fresh sardines if you don't have a boat to get to the barge? I want to try the jetty. This is a good question.
Yeah.
And Little Piers across from the Queen Mary, maybe even Pier J.
So I just want to talk about that. Definitely, I always like we were saying last time. Hit up the piers, hit up the jetties. I really do believe that those 2 little piers in front of the Queen Mary would produce really well. I really do think that those would produce really, really well. So I would try those out. Anything in that really structury area, but I've been fishing there late at night. And I'll have like my headlamp on, and I'll look down at the water when I'm picking up a bass or something, and I'll see lobsters like in the rocks.
Yeah.
Really close up. So if I'm seeing them physically with my eyes, then they're for sure there. You guys are gonna have some good chances there. So I don't mean to burn your spot. I mean, well, you put it on there to begin with. So, but yeah, if you want to get some fresh sardines, you can just grab whatever's at the tackle stores. A lot of those are like instantly frozen, right? They're like
Yeah.
flash
Flash
freeze. So those
Flash
are pretty
freeze.
fresh. I mean, you're gonna put them in a bait tube anyway, so they don't need to hold together. Which typically, once you get them frozen and you put them on a bait hook, they kind of, you know,
Fall apart.
fall apart a lot easier. But just grab them at your bait at your local tackle shop, and I think they have them here at 22nd Street as well. And you know, just support your local tackle store for those for sure.
All right.
Don't go to the Asian stores are the best pricing though. I will say.
Yeah, that's true. And they have everything.
And they have everything. They
Yeah.
have stuff you've
They
never even
eat
heard of.
everything.
Yeah.
They love everything.
Yeah.
Mackerel.
Mackerel. Yeah, they have mackerel there for really cheap. I think it's like $1 a pound. So
delicious too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I've never even. Well, no, I have
I
had
have
mackerel.
canned
yeah.
mackerel.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never even
I
seen.
think I
canned
ate it in
mackerel.
Mexico to Costa Rica when I was living there. It's not bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's really not that bad.
Have you ever
Yeah,
eat-
I'm sure.
Honestly.
have you
Like,
ever
once you get through all
canned
the bones and oil.
canned whale?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had some canned whale.
Oh,
I
yeah?
remember when I was a kid, and he goes, "Hey, try this," and he opened up. I remember it was a blue can, had a little whale on it, and he opened it up. He goes, "This is whale," and we ate it. I go, it was
Yeah.
all right.
I forget who
cannot-
gave it to me, but whoever gave it to me said, "This is totally,
Yeah.
you get busted for having this because it's." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I better eat it fast then." And I ate it. Yeah, wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I would imagine it's like. It's
Like
just
60
like
years
blubber,
ago
right?
for me.
Delicious.
Oily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, it was
really
oily.
Yeah, really.
How
fat.
about live octopus? You ever done that?
that? I want to
Not
try.
I
live
did do
octopus.
that.
Did you?
Yeah. And
My
then-
only fear is that it would get stuck.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
warning me that my pieces were too big, and I was like, I'm going to chew it. I'm going to chew it all up. That was in Korea. I was eating
Really?
that. Yeah, it was
Oh
good.
my god, dude.
And then raw horse meat. I told you, or did I tell
No.
you? Yeah, I had that too.
You had raw horse meat?
Yeah, it was really good.
Wow, you ate the caballo, man.
Yeah, well, it was a horse that ran 6 at Los Al the night before. And they're like, get rid of this thing, man. Shipped it over to China. Yeah. Yeah, didn't even hit. Couldn't even complete the superfecta. So screw it. They sent it home. All right. Let's see. Oh, energy smoothie. This is Al. Is this Al from the tackle meet? Al? Al that paints his balls orange? I think it is. He wants me to set up that trip.
Yeah.
So Al paints his balls orange.
Which what?
I'm going to explain. He does.
I was like, how do you know that they're orange?
Well, he tells me because he says it makes him stand out. No, he really does. What's wrong with you guys? He does that halibut bounce balling,
Oh, okay.
and he paints his balls orange. What the hell are you thinking?
You can say his weight.
What are you two guys thinking, huh? Why? No, but it's bounce balling.
Last week we had Renee
have
and his
to
love
say-
juice, and now we have painted balls with Phil. I don't know.
This is Al. Yes, Al says yes. It's Al. It is Al. I love Al. I haven't seen him for 10 years.
You're all right, Al.
but
I dig that,
Al's
Al.
great, man.
Good job, Al.
Yeah, Al, we're gonna set it up. So,
Bounce balling's cool. That's actually one tactic I haven't seen done a lot out here in Southern California, but in Northern California, it's like all they really do.
yeah, and Al's a pro at it.
Yeah.
If you see him bounce his balls, you'll never forget it. He's good at it. He catches all kinds of big halibut.
Yeah, a lot of big butts with his painted balls.
Whoa, this is going downhill in a hurry. This is supposed to be a family show.
This show got demonetized.
Oh, really? Yeah. Al, thank you, man. So back to Dave up there in the 805. He says, same thing. The sun was about halfway down on the horizon when we did our first pull.
There you go.
And had bugs in the hoops. Bait was mixed with everything from tuna scraps to smelt and other stuff we caught at the docks. Dave, thanks for sharing that. And he had these 8 to 10 pound bugs. Whoa,
That's
talk
good.
about hitting the
Those are
jackpot.
good. Those
Yeah.
are good.
We got one really good bug this weekend. It was like a 4-pounder, maybe 4.5 pounder. And I think it's huge. You get a lot of meat off of that one. So if you start getting those 8 to 10 pounders, like
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
You're feeding yourself and a friend and a friend. You got like enough meat in there for 3 people.
Mackie wants to know what all this talk about fishing balls is. Mackie, I don't know, man.
It's
We
the
met you.
hottest thing according to Phil. He says he loves
Al is a great
fishing
guy.
balls.
Love Al. You met Al.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a good guy. Chivo says, 2 guys both caught an octopus Sunday on the Victory for the fishing syndicate charter. They were nice size, but it was weird that two were caught. So there's a little bit of octopus around town. now.
You know what's funny is that's like my number one most caught thing in hoops aside from lobster.
Oh, really? You get a lot of
Octopus.
I get
pulpo?
a
Yeah.
lot of octopus, which is crazy.
Muchísimo pulpo.
Yeah, it's true that it's kind of weird because they're like they fit through any hole, but somehow they don't come out of an ambush hoop net.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like they get in there, and maybe they're scared that it starts moving, so they just hold on.
They just hang
So,
on.
They just kind of hang on for the entire thing. But I get a lot of them. I've never kept any of them. They're usually smaller, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really want to mess to eat with them though.
Yeah, right, exactly. So how much longer does the season go now? It goes till March? Is that
March
to March.
18th or 16th,
right?
one of those days.
Still a long time.
Still a very long. You guys
Yeah.
got almost 6 months entirely to go out and get hooping. And I always tell people, a lot of people get excited in September about it, and then November's like the hottest month for it, and then November it starts to slow down, and by December, like I would say 70% of the people who are interested kind of start slowly trickling out. The season only gets better as time goes on. And I mean, me and Renee, we go out the entire season length. And last year when we were getting the biggest bugs was like when? Like March?
Yeah.
Like literally
February.
February, yeah.
February.
We were going out and we were catching like, we went out on one trip and we got limits. Like every single person got 7.
Yeah.
There was like 4 people with us, right? And every single person had at least 2 to 3 4-pound lobsters, 5-pound lobsters.
Damn.
And-
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
So
good
we
ones.
had every single person went home with like 3 5-pounds, 2 4-pounders, and the rest were all
And there was
3-pounders.
3-pounders.
Yeah, there was nothing
Yeah.
under 3 pound when we went.
Damn.
It was the craziest. I mean, like I've had really good hooping experiences, but that was one of the best.
But it's amazing to think if those things they were $60 a pound, a 3-pounder is worth $180.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing.
I regret not selling
Yeah.
them now that they've gone out.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. You might run off
so
with
good.
Al and paint your balls on it. You'd be better off. Mad Dog says that Mackie loves fishing with balls of all different colors. He does actually. I saw. Where did I see those? Up in Ventura. We were in Hunt's Fishing Tackle. And they had
Really?
like these balls with a some kind of they fish rockfish.
yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Oh,
those?
I have seen those.
Yeah.
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 I think somebody made one. Some company made one, and they made the ball like the color and painted it like an octopus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so the head was like his. The octopus have such bulbous heads. It was one of those things.
Boys, we've got everybody. James Blanchard's a fabulous Freeman Adventures family member. James, I hope you're doing well, and he wants us to put a trip together.
Yeah.
What
There
are
it
we
is.
gonna do? Are we gonna have some giveaways?
Oh,
and stuff?
for
You're
sure.
gonna really piss men off. Huh?
Every
yeah. More giveaways, man.
No, man. I'm literally every day I go in, I write up like 3 giveaways. And I'm talking about larger size giveaways. I'm just like, all right, cool. And I
Hell, we don't get any of those, do we?
I slowly push him into his office, and then I walk away before he has any opinion to say to me because I know he'll get upset.
So yeah, we'll have to figure. We'll make this a whole party
Yeah.
because you leave at noon usually, right? If you're gonna do the combo.
Yeah, I think if you're
Yeah.
gonna do the combo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
if you do the combo, that way you have time for
Tri-tip feast before we leave.
There
Man,
we go.
Man, you should have seen the tri-tip feast we had here before we left.
Really?
A guy named Ariel brought along some like chuck steak that he made, and Anthony
Oh, my gosh.
did 3 tri-tips.
Yeah.
Big old tries. His grandma made this broccoli salad that was
Yeah.
to die for. So, we hang out here for a couple hours before
Yeah.
we go. Everybody knows each other by the time you walk on the boat.
Yeah.
So we got to do something like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bring some stuff. Maybe I'll make
Yeah.
some something with some of the lobster I have because I have a lot of
Whoa.
lobster.
Yeah. Hey, what
We'll make
was-
a lobster ceviche.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'll make some lobster ceviche.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, we're in there.
Matt,
Well, why don't you just do that anyway?
I should bring some.
You know, I ruined lobster.
You know what? You know what'll be really fun to do on this?
What?
I'll bring some lobster and I'll bring all the ingredients to make ceviche and we'll make it live.
That's great.
There it is.
You want to do something like that?
Yeah,
I think
how
that'll
about
be
the
fun.
next show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that would be great.
I have. Yeah.
That's a great
we're
idea.
Going out for the next show.
Oh, we are going out for the next show.
Oh, we are.
We are.
On Wednesday or what?
Next Wednesday. Yeah,
Thank
we
God
can go out
he's
whenever.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony.
I forgot. No,
I thought he was, brain damaged like me from the accident, but he's hanging in there.
Yeah. No.
So we're doing. Let's make
It depends on Renee because he has to.
Yeah,
get
Renee,
work.
if you
Yeah,
can't do it.
we got I got some engine issues that are getting worked on right
Should
now.
we put it off for another week, or just
I
play
think
by
we can
ear?
do. We can play by ear, but I would rather put it off another week.
Let's do it.
Okay. There
So
we go.
next
We're
week
making ceviche.
we're
So
making
next week we're
lobster
making-
ceviche here,
Yes.
and you know what a great giveaway
You know
would
what?
be?
What's that?
Invite somebody who
Yeah.
pick somebody to win and come down and eat lobster ceviche with us.
That's
They-
what we'll
they-
do.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yes, we'll do
Do
that.
you have enough to?
Oh, I have plenty of
Oh
lobster.
well, they will have plenty to go.
Well,
Yeah,
bring
we're going-
it
we're
on
going this
one of
weekend.
these
Yeah.
days.
We're going on Saturday.
No, you are. Okay.
Yeah, we're going
on
Saturday.
Saturday. We're going to go out in San Diego.
Is the next show Wednesday night?
Yes.
We're doing a show next Wednesday night.
Well, are you guys free? Because
Yes, of course.
Okay, then,
Unless
yeah.
you know, my doctor says you're a hopeless cause, which my wife
I
does
don't know.
all
It
the
might,
time.
might happen though.
Yeah,
It might
it's
just
very
happen.
possible.
It is possible.
We're gonna do a lobster ceviche live. Of course, we'll be talking lobster.
I'll
depending.
bring a couple lobsters. So I'm gonna make enough for a ceviche, and then we'll also get some so that we can cook it in a pan. I have a whole entire little camping set. We'll show literally 2 different recipes on how to cook lobster.
Man, I'm excited
Dude,
about next week's show. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
We are going to have lobster ceviche, and also he's going to set fire to 22nd Street Landing, cooking in a pan here. Brian, I'm so looking forward to
Yes,
it. I'll
it'll
tell
be
those
fun.
guys to up their insurance up in the office there. Good stuff. That'll be fun, man.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can pick some random people. That woman, what was the name of the woman who
Lisa
participated so much? She was going to
Lisa.
bring lobster.
Oh yeah,
Lisa
let's
Maybe
leave
get
Lisa
her to
over.
come and do some.
Yeah, we can
Do a
yeah.
recipe.
Yeah, she has plenty of lobster right now.
Yeah, Lisa.
Lisa, you
you're
around?
invited. That would be
Lisa
great.
Paul?
Huh?
Lisa Paul?
Yeah.
You
Hey,
commented already, yeah?
I don't think it's Lisa.
No,
Paul.
it's a different
I think
Lisa.
it's somebody else. But I
Lisa
definitely
O.
think that Al, the guy that paints his balls orange, should be invited.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Maybe he'll show you. We can do a live demonstration how he paints his balls orange with your lobster.
Yeah.
ceviche.
Yeah, we'll have him come.
Why are you
down.
thinking about that, so?
Next week,
I blanked
cooking with
out. I had
Phil.
a text message.
Yes. Cooking with Phil, Brian, Renee, and the dog.
Yes.
Whoa, this is going to be
Woof.
fun, man. Woof, woof.
Woof.
Yeah, I'm in. Hey, that's going to be great.
That's gonna
Oh,
be
that'll
fun.
be a really
So
fun
lobster
trip.
ceviche, do you make it just, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but
Oh, I mean,
same
well,
thing, right?
same exact thing.
Yeah,
Same
okay.
exact thing. So we'll have to start the show with that, so it has some time to sit in the juices.
How long do you
To
let
cook.
it sit?
I mean, to be honest with you, I do it about like only 30 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
all it needs.
Yeah,
man.
about
all it
20,
is.
30 minutes.
I've seen people be like, "Oh, you need
Chill
to have
it
it in there, and chill it
overnight.
for 2 hours minimum,
Yeah.
but realistically overnight." I always do it 30 minutes. I'm impatient though.
Yeah.
When I start cooking, I'm like, I want to eat this soon, so I don't have all the time.
I was in Santa Rosalia and we walked in and I asked the waitress or waiter, I can't remember, it was 30 years ago,
Yeah.
you have ceviche? And they go, no, but we can make you some.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, doesn't that have to? And like 20 minutes later, they're serving us this ceviche.
Yeah.
So it only sat there. It was so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you don't have to let this sit in
Yeah.
the lime too long.
No, once it gets on the line, it's good. It's good. Once they get the acid and stuff in it, the salt, all the flavors from the vegetables that you put in, and then the fish goes in, adds its own flavor. It's really good.
Is there such a thing as lobster poke? And if so,
Oh
have you ever
yes,
had it?
yes, there
I've
is.
had it?
never had
Yes,
it. I've never
there
even
is
heard
That's gotta
of it.
be pretty
poke.
good, right?
There is lobster poke. Yes, it is very good. It is very good.
If you guys have a recipe you want to share with us, that'd be great. Also, I thought it was going to ruin the lobster, and it did.
Really?
But I tried it. I did
I can make the
chorizo,
poke.
con huevos,
Oh, no.
and lobster, and the chorizo just overpowered.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ruined it.
chorizo is so strong. There's no way. I remember that one time I went over and we went surf fishing. You make me a chorizo burrito. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was one of the best
Thank
chorizo
you.
burritos I've had.
He called
ever.
me and told me about that.
Really?
Yeah. He goes, I ate the best chorizo burrito. I go, you
I'm
called me
telling
for
you, it
that?
was
He goes,
really
yeah.
good.
you
Because
want me to
gave
make
me a
some of
hot.
those for next week so we have some extra
I
food?
tell you.
No, you don't have
Cooking
to.
with Phil.
You're gonna have way too much food, dude. But that
I'm
was
in.
really good. And you had some hot sauce. I don't remember which hot sauce, but you said it was like somebody made it. I don't remember if you. I don't
Probably,
know.
maybe Anthony, if he was around in those days.
What?
Maybe.
You gave me some hot sauce.
Yeah, there
By
was
the
like
way, I'll tell you a sauce you both have to try. He will tell you too. It's called
Yeah.
salsa lisano. When I was living in Costa Rica, use that. That's their sauce down there. It's not spicy.
Okay.
It's a lot more like an A1 if I had to.
Oh,
It's like
really?
a steak sauce.
Really?
Oh my god! I gave it to him. Ruth,
I
actually,
buy
my wife
on
gave it to
Amazon
him.
now.
Really?
Like,
It's so good.
3 at a time.
Oh,
Three
wow.
at a
They come
time.
in these like big They're so good.
Salsa Lisano. I wish maybe we can bring that next week. I'll bet a piece of lobster dipped in that.
I'm getting some in the mail.
Are you?
Today or tomorrow.
He's getting some.
Oh
so
my
there you go.
gosh.
He does more than me now because
He gave me a bottle, and I can't use anything else.
Really?
Yeah, on pork, on meat, on burgers.
it's so
Nice,
good. Have you done a
nice.
tri-tip in that yet?
I've done. The
Wonder how that
pork.
would be.
I mean, I just put it on.
Gotta be
after,
great.
you
Yeah,
know? Just
right.
like an after sauce. You can marinate it with it, I guess.
Yeah.
What does LMBO mean?
I don't know.
Allison, do you know what that is?
Limbo.
Anthony?
Nope.
Leave my balls alone. Leave my balls orange. I don't know.
That's what it is. Ow, you dirty rat, you. Dan Lightfoot. Good afternoon, gentlemen. So, what's a good depth to start fishing lobsters? That's a great question. Dan was on the trip.
Yes.
Dan, we were just lamenting the fact that you and Michael are not here to throw a hoop net out. Next week, hey, we should have that going on. This is going to be the best show.
Oh, that's
ever.
gonna
Yeah,
be
bring
an
my-
This is gonna
intense
be
show.
I'll bring
lobster ceviche. You're going to bring a
I'll
hoop
bring.
net.
Yeah, I can bring the lobster pokey too.
There we go. Oh,
We're gonna have
you're bring
lobster pokey.
too.
Yeah.
We're
Do
gonna
we
have
want
a
a studio?
lot of
Do you
lobster.
want to invite a studio
Yeah,
audience
let's
in there?
Might as well.
do it.
Come on down. Whoever, anybody wants to come?
No, not anybody. We're not gonna have that much lobster, but we should invite at least 1-2 people.
All right,
For sure. One or
we'll
two
have
people.
we'll pick some.
There we go.
There it
great-
is.
Yeah, there
Anthony's
you
already
go.
got it on. He's
There you
already
go.
on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring a
People-
net. I'll bring a net for my
But,
boat and stuff, and then we
oh,
can
yeah.
we can throw one out here.
We'll bring
Yeah.
two. Just one.
Yeah,
on
we'll
one
bring
side,
two of them. Yeah.
That's great. All right, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That'll be
They
fun.
got a comment to get in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta-
no, you gotta comment.
We're gonna draw 2 people to come in and have lobster ceviche with us next week,
And lobster pokey.
and lobster pokey,
And lobster something else. I don't know.
And I
don't
might
remember.
make a couple of chorizo burritos
Oh, there
just
we
for
go.
these
We're
2
gonna just-
gringos.
we're gonna feast, dude.
The gringos making it for the Mexicanos. What's going on here?
Alvarez, I hope you're watching, dude.
Yeah, right.
I hope you're watching, man.
That is a great question.
That's a good
though.
question. What
Yeah.
depth do you start at? Because you could be out in left field, couldn't you?
Yes. So
Yeah.
what I number one, you want to start hooping wherever there's structure, and I know I repeated that maybe 100 times in this episode or whatever a lot. Just make sure there's structure, but realistically, I know people who hoop in like 20 feet, 15 feet of water, and then I know people who hoop in 100 plus feet of water. So it's really going to be dependent on where you want to go and what you feel comfortable with. Obviously, if you're first starting out, I would probably recommend keeping it shallow, but also to where it's a safe distance and you know how to maneuver your boat. So if you're getting really up close to the rocks, make sure that you know how to maneuver your boat before you get that close, because you never know if a swell or something's going to push you in. But I believe the way I've noticed, and a lot of people have also mentioned, is lobsters start out shallow at the beginning of the season. Towards the middle of the season, they go deep, and then towards the end of the season, they come back up shallow. That's within those 6 months. So if you're coming out and you're really going to start within the first 1 to 3 months or 1 to 2 months, stay a little bit more shallow. And then, the second and fourth month, the third and fourth month, stick a little bit deeper and then come back in shallow after that. So that's just based off of some of the captains that I've talked to. I was just talking to Kevin from the Alicia, and he was mentioning that to me. So
What do you think, Renee? Go ahead.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. Myself, we hoop from anywhere from 18 to maybe 40 feet of water, and we try to keep it in that boundaries, but structure. Got to find a structure. We were lucky last week, and our little spot, we have little boulders that we find, and we kind of just threw them around there, and we ended up, pulling off a couple. So anytime that you get some structure, you got a good chance of finding some bugs.
Yeah, 100%. And you know very well, Renee. Mad Dog mentioned it. He sees guys fishing around lobster traps sometimes because there's structure there, and that's where
Right.
you're going to find wintertime
yeah.
bass, sculpin.
Yeah.
Right.
All that stuff is going to be
Right.
right there in
Yeah.
that structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commercial guys know what's up. They're out there. They're making a living of it, and they're very systematic with how they do it. So they put their traps in a spot. That's a spot that they've scoped out already. They know about, and usually it's on a rock that they've done before. So they know what's going on.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Mad Dog tri-tip sandwiches. says Chivo Robledo. We're starting the whole thing with that salsa from Costa Rica, salsa lisano. So good, Renee. I know you would love that, man.
I'd love it.
Surf and turf. Oh yeah, man,
There we
we're gonna
go.
have a great show next week. And Chivo says, you know what he says? He doesn't care whether he wins or not tonight. He's crashing the lobster party next week.
Hey,
He's
there
coming
you
in
go.
full
You know what's
rack.
funny is you sent me his address. Sorry, I was on the phone.
Yeah.
You sent me his address, and he
Well,
lives.
we didn't want to get
Yeah.
the
No,
show
come
away.
on. I mean,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, personal
if you-
phone
sorry.
call.
Please.
It was
I mean,
Ben.
this
Ben was
was-
texting me. I had to
Oh,
respond.
hey, Ben, what's
when
up,
the
brother?
yeah, when the boss texts, I got to respond.
Ben, we're doing the Promar Lobster Chronicle show,
That's
for
true,
God's sake.
yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
He lives pretty close to where I live, so I thought that was pretty funny. I might just go drop it off.
Yeah.
His winnings.
Oh,
'Cause-
really?
Yeah. He lives like, I would say like 3-4 minutes from where my parents live.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Chivo, are you listening to this? Chivo
Yeah.
says he'll come down personally if you give him some lobster ceviche next
Oh, there
week.
you go.
There
Pick
it
it
is.
up, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Andre joins us and says, good evening, guys. Andre, thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Is it true that lobster like to crawl after a storm? Like, is that a good time to
Yes.
fish?
Yes. That is
During the
best
storm,
time.
after a storm.
Really?
Yeah. During the storm is great. Obviously, whenever there's any fresh water, it's going through the rocks. It's pushing into the crevices, and it's pushing those lobsters out. They want to get away from that fresh water. They want to get some more salty water, or, just normal water that's not as brackish for them or whatever. And they crawl, and that's the best time to go for them. Right during a storm and after a storm, like right the day after the storm, amazing. During the storm, pretty good. So.
And just looking at the evidence that we see, just empirical evidence,
Yeah.
seems like the fishery's in really good shape. There's
Yes.
a lot of
Yeah.
lobster
Yes.
around, right?
Yes.
Yes. We get
Yes.
tagged daily. We get a lot of people who hit us up, a lot of people who send us messages, a lot of people who reach out to us. And I get to see firsthand everything that's going on. So I can guarantee you guys there is a lot of lobster being caught right now. A lot.
That's
a lot of
Very
lobster,
active
yeah.
right now.
It's very,
Very,
very
very
active.
active.
Yeah, really? And it
Yes.
just started, basically.
Oh, it just started,
Yeah.
yeah. Last year, the season kind of started slow and there wasn't a lot of people catching a lot of bugs. But this year, it's been really taking off. Like, really, really taking off. So,
Yeah, everybody's talking about it, man.
Oh, yeah.
This used to be kind of a fringe thing, and now it's main line
Yeah.
fishermen are all talking about it. All these guys on our tunage, Rep,
Yeah.
I presume they're great fishermen, and
Yeah.
but they all want to do this.
Yeah,
So
that's a
it's-
lot of fun.
I think it's just becoming more popular.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's
yeah.
just becoming more every year it gets more and more popular, so.
Chivo Robledo is a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
So he said, I'll be your security next week.
Oh,
He's
there we
fun.
go.
He's coming up with some ingenious ways
To get some
eat
free
some
lobster. Yeah.
ceviche,
He's
man.
like, I'm gonna get some lobster ceviche. Dude.
Yeah, but Chivo, you can't leave the door until Mad Dog and I are done eating all the lobster ceviche. Man, that's gonna be good. I can't wait.
Dude, I'm
really looking forward to it.
I made it not too long ago, and I forgot how good it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it one of your favorite ways to
It's
eat
one
it?
of my ceviche is my favorite way to eat fish. Number one, it's the fastest way to really do it. It's like my brain's off. I just kind of just chop up some stuff. I throw everything in a bin and then leave it there for 30 minutes, and it's cooked. It's done. It's ready to go.
So do you throw your fish and or lobster? You throw it in the lime juice before you add the other stuff, right?
Yes,
Or not?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
So I've been on a couple boats where people cook up. I mean, they do ceviche for their clients, and they just throw everything all at once. I don't trust it. I still don't think you need to wait a whole day, but I also don't think that you should jam everything in there until the fish has some time to marinate. But my specific way of doing it is I cut up 3 habaneros, and I like my stuff really spicy. 3 habaneros and 3
That'll weed out some of the babies.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, 3 habaneros, 3 serranos, and 1 jalapeno. The jalapeno is mainly there for just more color. And I throw it into the lime juice, and then I throw, after that soaks in for a little bit, I season my fish or my lobster, and then I throw that in there because I want the
what
lime.
do you season with? Pretty simple. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. Just salt and
Yeah.
pepper. There's people who put some other stuff. I just do salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But once the lime juice has had time to really soak up the oils and all the spice from the chilies, that's when I throw it in because I want that to soak in because I really like my stuff hot.
Uh-huh.
So I like my
Spicy hot.
Yeah, if you guys don't like spicy, I'll tone it down for next week.
Yeah,
but,
you're gonna have a cooler
Maybe
that's
do
not gonna
two-
feel
can you do
good.
two?
Huh?
Can you do a spicy and a not so spicy?
I could.
Yeah, maybe that'd be good.
Yeah. Could easily, yeah.
You're gonna have to do a half and half, dude.
I might have to, dude. I love spice. I love.
You ever
love,
eat
love,
hot
love
pot?
spice.
Like the Chinese hot
Oh
pot?
yeah, Szechuan.
You must love that.
Oh,
huh?
I love it, dude.
Well, Szechuan
the
is
little-
even better.
Yeah,
because
I'll bite them
of
and
the
my
numbing.
whole
Yeah.
I'll literally pop it in my mouth and I'll chew it, and then my whole mouth is
Numb.
numb. Yeah,
I love that.
I remember the
stuff.
first time that I ever had that. I was at a restaurant. I was on a date with some girl, and
You were?
yeah, I know.
Wow.
I was on a date with some girl, and I remember
I never would have thought that was such a thing.
Sugar bear.
we were eating, and I grabbed a piece of meat and I put it, and I was chewing it, and I didn't realize it had some of the Szechuan in there. And when I started chewing it, my whole face went numb, and I had never experienced this before. So I started to really freak out, and I was on the first date with her, and I literally was like,
She went
I
running
don't,
for the hills?
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel good. I think I'm having a stroke because my whole face was numb.
God.
Did you smell toast?
And I was just like, I literally
How
told
old is this girl? Like 20
I was like 20, like 25 or something. She was a couple years younger, 23.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
What are you, 90 years
Yeah.
old?
Yeah, so I was eating it. My face goes numb. I'm like, I look at her. I'm like, I think I'm having a stroke. Like my mouth is numb.
But it does do that.
Yeah, and I
'Cause
was
you didn't
like-
realize it did that?
I didn't
or-
realize it did that. This is my first time ever eating it, and I just remember I told the guy, I was like, I want something really spicy, and that's what he brought me. And I freaked out, and it was like, she was like freaking out, I was freaking out, and then the guy comes over and he goes, "Oh, do you guys want water or anything?" I was like, "I don't feel good." And he goes, "Oh, you must have been into a thing," and I was like, "Oh," and he goes, "That's normal." He's like, "Just let it wait a little bit," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
He heard the commotion.
He must have heard the commotion, but either way, I was still panicking. I was having like a full-blown
He was-
panic attack. So I
That's
went to the
awesome.
restroom, splashing my face with
Oh,
water.
I wish I had a video.
It
of
was
this.
so bad, dude.
Man,
I'll never forget
That
that.
sounds so funny. I
That-
love it, man.
I will never
So,
forget
dude,
that.
when I was living in China, I went to Sichuan province.
Yeah.
And then just went down to local restaurants and had that food, and it was awesome. It was so good.
That's
Are
an
you letting
everyday-
your personal crap get in the way of our
Again?
show?
No,
Again.
let's go.
Wow. Chili Randers are not going to do it tonight. I'm telling you, man. The disrespect that you are showing our people
I know,
and the
I
dog. No, I'm over there. Is it the broad that you skinned the hell
No,
out of?
no. It was still Ben. I was just saying another time.
All right, Ben. Ben, we're trying to do a show. Let the man finish, and then we'll be right with you. Let's see. So here's another question from Chivo.
Yes.
He said it that way. Are you more apt to eat lobster sashimi from the island as opposed
Yes.
to a local lobster?
Yes, I
It's a
would.
good question.
That is a great question. I don't think that there's that big of a difference, I'll be honest. But the water in Catalina is a lot clearer than the water in Long Beach. And for that reason alone, I will probably not eat lobster sashimi from Long Beach. So that's just me personally.
What about you?
I don't care. It's gonna come out one way, go in.
I'm with this guy, man.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, Mad Dog too.
I mean,
I'm the
What?
only person. I'm the
Yeah.
only person. I don't
Screw
know.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
This
I'm-
is a guy that ate a Szechuan chili pepper and
Yeah. Yeah. I was freaking out, dude. But no, I don't know. I personally wouldn't. I eat fish out of the harbor all the time. I've heard people be like, I'm not eating a halibut out of the harbor. I'm like, I don't care. But I'm not eating anything raw out of the harbor.
I know Renee's going to agree with me. You know what's worse for you than eating a frigging Big Mac? That's-
Oh, for sure.
That'll kill you quicker than
No.
some dumb lobster out
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
for sure.
you can
Yeah.
find a Big Mac in the pyramids. They were there for 1,000 years,
Yeah, exactly.
and they'll still say, "Did the Whopper beat the Big Mac?"
I love it. All right, Chivo, I don't remember if I asked this last week. Should you dispatch a lobster and put it on ice right away? My thought was to separate
No.
the tail and put it in a cooler on ice. Good idea or bad idea, boys?
Bad.
Bad.
You don't want fresh water to ever touch your catch, number one. If you're catching something out of salt, you want to keep it with salt. You don't want fresh water to touch it because then, I mean, people will say it ruins the flavor, it ruins that. I don't like it personally because I think it becomes a lot more mushy. How true it is, I don't know. But you don't want your fresh water to touch your salt water. Especially with lobsters, when you dispatch them, you want to either eat them within a day and keep them in cold climate like a fridge or something, or freeze them immediately. And I like to vacuum seal mine.
Yeah.
If you ever catch a lobster and you kill it, you'll notice it releases this like jelly-like substance,
Yeah.
like black jelly-like substance, right? That is, I believe, some kind of toxin that they're releasing. once they die, and that could be toxic to you. And so you can become sick, you can become kind of ill off of eating it, and so you don't want to have too much of that, obviously. So the best way to limit it is keep your lobster alive until you're ready to dispatch them, and either put them in the fridge or put them into the freezer. So, or you're gonna eat them. Bubbler with an aerator, or I mean, lobsters are pretty simple. You can keep them alive for a few days with literally a piece of seaweed. Just a very moist piece of seaweed, putting it in there,
Or
and
a
that'll
wet rag.
or a wet rag,
Or
salt water.
Salt water, wet
Yeah.
rag, and just put it on there, and they'll last a few days.
Yeah,
They
they'll
will,
last
right?
good.
Yeah. Oh, get them, and they're just as frisky as ever.
Yeah.
They're frisky. Yeah, you can put them. You can get literally have a lobster out of the water like that for 2 days, covered with a wet towel, and if you wanted to put him back, he'll take off like nothing even happened.
Yeah. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
So the people from PETA says that you're very cruel dropping a live lobster in boiling water. How do you what's your retort to that?
I don't boil my lobster, so
Oh,
I'm pretty.
conscientious about
No,
that?
I'm not. To be honest,
You steam them then?
I don't
I'm not
know. I
either.
like I said, every single lobster I have, I tail. So I've heard people say, "Oh, you should dispatch your lobster." The first time I ever brought lobster home, I remember I put one in the sink and I was trying to dispatch it, and I stabbed the knife into its head, and it was still moving, and I was like,
That didn't work.
that didn't work. So I was like, I don't really know what to do. So then ever since then, I mean, it's kind of mean, but I just put some really thick gloves on, and while it's still alive, I pull off all the legs first, and then I pull off the knuckles, and then I get the tail.
It's just kind of like you did when you were kids and you got the roly polies. You pulled off each of their little legs.
I didn't
Something
do
like
that
that.
as a kid. I don't.
No, yeah, I did.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I mean, yeah, when you're a kid, you're
Or
like,
a June bug.
Yeah.
no, I never took bugs apart. I don't know.
No, what's wrong with you?
He's only 20-something years old.
I burned them with a magnifying
Yeah.
glass.
Are you
yeah.
only 20 years old?
No, I'm 31.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
old,
normal
man.
people start doing that when they're like 35.
Oh.
You'll start pulling the wings off flies when you get like 34.
Okay, 34,
Yeah,
and then
that's
it's
a
an
normal
entryway. Okay.
progression in humanity, right? All right, let's see. Isaac says, good evening. Catching up late. Could you guys use some fish scraps for bait, like Bloodline? You just caught a 180-pound bluefin tuna. Isaac,
Congrats.
congratulations.
180
man.
pounds huge.
You
It
guys
is
need
big.
anything?
Yeah, I need the belly and I need the best part. So
The collar.
no, you could
cheek.
use a bloodline. I've heard people doing that. Didn't we pull up the information last time that you can use a game fish as long as it wasn't caught in a hoop or
Yes.
something like that? So as long as it wasn't caught in the hoop, you guys could use a game fish. I know there's certain captains that say you can't. I don't know realistically. I mean, double check with the game warden, but I've heard it's fine. So I would use it. I know, who is it? I think Lobster Logs uses like a mixture of just random baits and patches and tuna and scraps. So yeah,
But
feel free.
We're kind of in agreement here, aren't we, that fresh sardine from the bait receiver
Oh,
Right,
for
is
sure.
probably your
Oh, that's
best
it.
choice?
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to do it. You're gonna have, I mean, it's their natural forage. You know, I think that's maybe why when they were catching the smelt, like there's plenty of smelt in the harbor. They're probably, you know, catching those things, and then when they die, that's like natural scent that they're used to.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to get things that they're naturally foraging for already. So sardines and stuff like that. But if you guys are looking to save some money, yeah, go to the grocery store, buy some mackerel, buy some bonita, use your scraps from your 180-pound tuna that everybody catches.
But you know, his question is actually just, do you want some of that?
Oh, do I
Give
want
you-
some?
I think so, right?
Let me see.
Catching up, could you use, or maybe he's just saying,
I think he's just asking.
yeah,
He's just
okay.
asking a question.
I thought, Isaac, I thought you were going to drive it down tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. I'm a little loopy. But I don't know if I told you I was in a serious accident on the
Were you
freeway.
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had-
I haven't told you about it.
No, you haven't
Whoa,
told me. Go
well,
ahead.
sure, let me get into
Glad
it.
you're okay, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you. All right. Chivo says, yeah, drop it off if you want. I don't know if he's talking about you dropping off his
Oh yeah.
present or
I'm
whatever.
sure, yeah,
I
I'm
thought you
sure
were going to be
that's
the
what it
bodyguard next week. Tim Marquez says, saddest. That's what you are. We try to be happiest around here. Sadist, I should say. That's the correct pronunciation. Hey, Tim, I got to see you, man. What are you doing tomorrow? Can I swing by there and see you tomorrow? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Let's see. Chivo says, that's some heat. maybe some fresh mango sweet heat. You do the.
I do add mango.
You do?
Yeah, I love mango.
I feel like that's not a purist kind of.
It's not.
Ceviche. It's like
it's definitely
sacrilege,
not.
blasphemy
Well,
in a way.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's that far. but-
All right. Well, go ahead.
What I would say is I love mango in my ceviche personally, but
ceviche.
I like to add very small pieces of mango because I don't like when it's like big chunks and it's overbearing and the sweetness takes too much away from the heat. I just want a little bit of extra flavor in there.
Why don't you just put a bowl of cubed up mangoes there, and if anybody wants them, they can get it and put it on.
No, I just like the flavor it brings. The little bit of fruitiness. So you get the sourness from the lime, and then you get the nice heat from the chilies, and then you have the flavor from the lobster. And then you get a little bit of sweetness in there from the mango.
But some of us
it really
Are not
turns.
in agreement with
Yeah,
you.
that's
Oh,
why we
I'm just
put a
saying,
little
turns it
sugar
up,
in it.
You know,
Sugar?
sugar.
never-
What? Oh my
That's
god!
how you offend the acid.
All right.
It's a balance.
Boy, this is gonna be
He
a-
pulls his roly poly legs off, and then he puts sugar. I'm learning a lot about
Come
Renee
on,
now.
sugar
Well,
bear.
okay, boys, calm down now. You guys are good friends. Don't let.
Oh
don't
no,
let
no,
sugar
no,
come
no,
between
wait, we're
you.
good.
There's sugar in mango.
There is
Yeah,
sugar in
there it
mango,
is,
but
see?
it's natural sugar. It's not like Splenda.
It still
you
does
know,
the same
or-
thing to your
I get
insulin
it.
response. Let me tell you. Don't start me on
Yeah,
this.
C&H.
We want carnivore diet lobster.
There we go.
Yeah, how are you gonna eat
Ah.
that? Oh,
You can have that,
You can-
but if
well-
you throw a damn mango in it, you screw it all up.
I'm gonna add 2 mangoes in it.
See?
All right, let's see. Robert Graber says, "Good evening, Phil, Brian, Renee, and the Freeman Adventure family fanatics. Happy Lobster Chronicles Wednesday."
Yeah.
That's something you call it
Hey.
happy.
Yes.
I love it, Robert. Do you know Robert?
Yeah, I do. He's
great.
an awesome dude. He's awesome.
Yes.
One of the first experiences I had within the industry was I was working more of the customer service for Promar, and he reached out to me. I think he was missing some pieces to his order, or he wanted to order some pieces of the Ikara jigs, and he was just so nice. His emails were so positive.
Yeah, he's great.
He was such a very nice guy. And every time I see him at a show, he always comes up, always
Yep.
greets me, shakes my hand.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just one of the nicest people. So, Robert, you're awesome, dude.
Yeah, in fact, we went up and he was like, he took us to Hunt's Fishing
Yeah,
Tackle.
yeah.
He took us to Eric's Fishing Tackle.
Yeah.
He showed up at the speech I gave at Ventura.
Yeah.
No.
And then
Nice.
he was going to make the funeral arrangements, but Anthony and I survived, so it's great stuff, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
David says, mango isn't carnivore. Thank you, David. See that?
I'm not on the carnivore diet.
Yeah, really. Screw you, Phil.
I'm adding extra mango
Renee?
in there. dude.
Man, let me tell you. Hey, Brett Enter, who's a great guy.
Yeah.
Pelican Roofs, SoCal.com, a brand new sponsor of the Freeman Adventures family. Brett,
Hey.
good to have you on board with us. Thank you, my friend. Hey, fellas, I'm late to the lobster party. I'm trying to go out of Huntington Harbor Friday evening. Would you say the jetty outside of Huntington Harbor or Alamitos would work? One more time again, Pelican Roofs, SoCal.com. Boys, what do you say?
If it has structure, you might have bugs.
Yep. If it has
Close,
structure.
close.
But what I will say again is if you're fishing outside of the harbor, outside of the jetty, you're competing with commercial fishermen. Just check around. If there's commercial traps, don't even try. Because
Just-
you're just not going to compete with them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They leave their traps there. They have traps. They don't have hoops. They leave their traps
Right.
there for very long periods of time. I don't know what they're using as bait, but they have very potent bait, very strong smell. So you're just competing against yourself at that point. Obviously, if you see traps there, there's probably lobsters there, but you want to do it within, the first week of the opener before the commercial season opens up. So
We got to go. Anthony, Mark Podal, who you see here once in a while, is a commercial lobster fisherman, a good friend
Yeah.
of mine. Known him for 30, 40 years or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's invited me many times to come out and shoot a show with how he commercial lobsters, what bait he uses.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That
to
would
see.
be cool.
Right?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, and he's hardcore, so that's good. Brett says, great point. There are a bunch of commercial traps just outside the jetties. Thanks for the tip. So
Yeah.
what should he do? Stay inside?
stay inside the jetties, or if you guys want, if there's no other option and you really want to try it out there, do 1 or 2 sets max. But you don't want to spend too much time, because you again don't want to. You're really just competing against yourself. Like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. And obviously we preach about wanting to be as successful in the water as much as possible. And the way you do that is by putting yourself in proper situations in the proper areas. And, there's no point to compete. So,
Hey, this is a good time to remind everybody how they can get their lobster hoop nets
Yeah.
and everything.
There we
All
go.
The
Yeah.
other gear. Go ahead,
yeah,
Brian.
if you guys want to pick up anything related to lobster, anything at all, remember you guys can pick it up at promarahi.com, the original lobster company, and you can use code FA, capital F, capital A, for Friedman Adventures, and that'll get you guys 15% off of your order.
All right, please do that
There we
today.
go.
Yes.
And that includes all the great stuff you have.
Oh,
not just
everything.
lobster
That's-
gear, right?
Everything.
I know, and obviously this is Lobster Chronicles, but fishing lines, sabiki rods, bait well nets, landing nets. If you guys are going trout fishing,
Ikaras.
especially with Ikaras. If you guys are going trout fishing, a lot of people go out there and they use our LN900, which is our green net. If you guys are going to Santa Ana River lakes, or if you guys are going to any of those other pay to fish lakes, you need a net. Just grab a net. Anything that we have online, 15% off code FA.
Brett, thanks again for
Yeah.
some great questions there. David wants to know, what's the deepest you set at Catalina Island?
Well, we
How
don't
deep
really.
do you guys set?
I don't really hoop much in Catalina, to be honest. But I've heard people going all the way up to 100. The last time I hooped in Catalina, we were hooping in 70 feet of water.
Yeah,
So-
that's the last I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hooping in 70 feet. I don't know if that's still true now, but something to keep in mind for sure.
So,
No, and that's the thing is it was
Yeah,
you were
so-
pulling. Yeah.
to follow up on David's question,
Yeah.
how deep do lobster actually live? Can you catch them in 300 feet of water?
I think that's a question for Anthony. Because
There he goes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We caught him
I
in
have no
70
idea.
feet of water.
Yeah.
I have seen captains who have explicitly told me I was in 120 feet of water and they caught limits. Past that, I'm assuming they have to live there. I just don't know. I would not be able to give you guys a very concise or full answer on
Yeah,
that. So.
that'd be interesting to know how deep
Yeah, it
you
would.
can actually do that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Anthony's on it. We'll see if Grok has an answer. His friend Grok is pretty darn good. What have you guys ever pulled a complete all-nighter, sundown or sunset to sunrise?
No.
We exceed 213 feet.
213
Rarely.
feet.
Rarely. Very
Really
specific
insane.
on the 13.
I like that.
Usually at 49 to 98.
49 and 90. Oh, that's a great, and that's what I
49, not 50.
not 50.
49 to
Gotta
98.
be 49.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that response is great because the guy who was asking us
Juveniles will
earlier,
stick to about 0 to 13 feet.
0 to
The
13.
juveniles? Okay, there you are.
Yeah. So 49 feet, that's where you guys want to start. Anything above 50 feet, that's where you guys want to be hooping, I guess.
All right, I
For
like
the
it.
legals, yeah.
So you never pulled an all-nighter?
No.
Like you can't get your limit, you're just like, let's keep
Well,
grinding this
no.
out?
No. Well, what happens is
I'm old.
when you fill out your lobster ticket, you're filling out the night before, and you have your date on it. And if you have any lobsters in your possession that are legal, and after 12 o'clock, that's not good. You have to make sure that those lobsters are put away and write out your lobster ticket again with the correct date, because
Oh.
they're two separate dates.
Oh.
So you consider them two separate times. So if
So
you have
Renee,
if you
at
have-
the stroke of midnight, you got to do that?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a limit there already, you got to have those lobsters off your boat,
Right.
off your possession and stuff, and then you fill out your lobster ticket again, and then you're starting a whole new ticket, a whole new time, a whole new period. So it's
I
kind of
don't-
important.
I don't know how that works. I would assume that they're not going to be too strict about it. Obviously, a lot of people hoop into the night and they hoop past midnight. Look up the regulations on it, but I'm pretty sure you're fine to do it. I would be surprised if you're not.
You can do it, but
Yeah.
A new day.
yeah.
It is
It's a new
technically a new
day.
day, but you are only allowed 7 in your possession.
Right.
Again, possession meaning that technically that means from home to the boat. So
Yes.
you can have them as long as you don't exceed 7, to my
Right.
knowledge. So just
Right.
make sure if the day passes over to refill that card out and move it and say, let's say it's 10-8 tonight, and then it hits midnight. Even though you're not done hooping, fill it out, finish filling out the 10-8, and then create one for 10-9. That's what I would do.
And then have your amount that you caught from the day day before.
Yeah. And then
So
if
you're-
they come up, you can show them like, hey, I wasn't really too sure, but 10-8, I finished off with this. I still have less than 7 in my possession total because it's not a limit per day. It's a possession. So
Yeah, and the wild thing is that includes the lobster in your house, right?
yeah. I mean, I don't. I've
Yeah,
never
I know
heard
you-
of a story of it before, but I have heard people say that if they wanted to, they can technically go to your house and check. I mean, I don't know if that requires a warrant or what, but something to kind of keep in mind.
Why don't we give a shout out to the Department of Fish and Wildlife when they make a big bust on somebody
Oh.
that's poached?
I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys remember.
We're applauding
Yeah,
that.
love,
aren't we?
yes, love
Yeah.
these guys, man.
I
Love
remember
these
it,
guys.
towards the beginning of the season. I don't know if you guys saw the post. Somebody had like 213
In the back of their
undersized
truck.
and legal. Well, mainly undersized lobster. I don't know if you saw that. They had them all in the
I
back
did
of their
see
truck.
that.
Yeah.
That's what brought to my mind.
Yeah.
That, you know, that we applaud that.
Oh,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we say like check the regulations, and I'm not saying it in a mean way. Like I 100% support Fish and Game. I think that they keep a lot of poachers and us in check. Like, I'm not against it at all, to be honest. I like that they're out there. I feel better knowing that there's somebody out there keeping track of what other people are doing, to be honest. At least when it comes to fishing.
All right, Brian Navarro says, what kind of knot could I use to tie a carabiner to my main line bridle?
Oh,
Sounds like a
a
question.
carabiner?
For,
A
a
carabiner?
carabiner.
Yeah.
I would
Sounds like
use
a
a
question
bowline, a bowline knot.
I don't
That's
know
what
the
I
names of
use.
knots. I just tie them.
I use a bowline knot, hook up my, because I have a little hook on mine, and I have a ring on my nets, and that one that I have the hook on, I use a bowline. Doesn't slip, doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. Just get it, clip it on, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain what Brian's actually talking about there? I think that's over some people's heads.
Oh, on when you have
Like
your
me.
lines, and the bridle on your net, what I do, this is what I do. I get a stainless steel ring, and I kind of thread the stainless steel ring inside the bridle, so it's on the bridle on the top. On my line itself, I get my line, thread it through the carabiner or hook, whatever you got, and I make a bone line so it doesn't slip out. And those things you can get them and just clip them on instead of tying your line on every time. You just clip it on and it's there. When you're done with the season, unclip it off, get your line, put it away, and you're good to go. So that's what I do.
All right, that makes things easy, right? That
Yeah,
way?
yeah.
Good stuff.
He's right. You could 12:01 is the next day.
12:01 is
Yeah.
the
So
next
you
day.
could have 7
Yeah.
on your lobster card.
Yeah.
12:01, you have to fill it out again. Start over. You can start over. You
At
can
12:01, you gotta
can
fill it out
pull
again.
14.
I don't think you can pull off. Well, I don't know. I would double check that and call Fish and Game. I've only heard 7 in possession, not 7 limit.
Oh,
per
you can't
day.
have more than 7 in possession, though, can you, Anthony?
It's
You're
a
just
daily
saying fill
bag
out.
limit.
Yeah, you're just
So you
saying.
have
It's a daily bag, yeah.
limit of 7, and you have a daily bag limit of 7 for the next day.
I think you can catch up to that, but you can't have more than 7 in your possession.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's a good question. Now, what are you saying?
Ma-
That you
But that-
can?
You can only have a daily bag limit of
7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're
That's
right
a daily
there.
bag limit, but
No, I hear you, but I'm
you
saying
have 2-day
within.
limits. How
What-
do they do? You know what I mean?
I don't think I'm
You can
90.
only have a certain bag limit of fish.
Yeah,
for
but
one day.
But
you know?
lobster's worded differently in the game book, so it's 7 in your possession.
Yeah, because it would be far. Here's what I'm thinking. It'd be far too easy to go out
Oh,
there
yeah.
and catch 14 bugs and say, "Yeah, but I was here at 6 o'clock
Yeah.
in the evening when you weren't,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever."
So, yeah,
yeah.
It-
All right, but you do have to fill out the new card.
You
immediately,
do have
right,
to fill out
Renee?
the new card, and if you have 7, you probably still have to put 7 in for the new one because it's within your possession. So
Yeah, very good. And Brian, thanks you for the great advice on
Yeah.
tying that up. Thank you, Brian.
No problem.
Great question, man. Ronnie wants to know, in your freezer, lobster, ducks, the whole season. In your season, I think
In your
he's got
freezer?
a lobster and ducks. He's a duck hunter.
oh, there you go.
Right?
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is.
That must be
David-
it.
Roasted duck, roasted lobster. There you go.
Yeah. David says DFG. It's actually DFW now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Whatever.
DFW.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Ronnie says it's 7 total.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That's it. Don't screw around with that because what's the fine like? It's
Yeah.
bad, isn't it?
No, it's, I don't know what that
anything
specific
over. I think
fine
it's
is.
2500.
Here. Yes, in California, you can legally have 14 California spiny lobster in your possession. If you catch 7 lobster before midnight, an additional 7 after midnight.
Whoa! Breaking
After
news.
the-
I
on
would
the-
I
on
would
the
still
next
call
calendar
Fish and
day,
Game.
as
We
long as
need
you
to
follow
talk to
the
Fish and Game
regulations.
tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I would
Recreational bag
say.
limit is 7 per person.
Anthony
per
is
day.
saying that you can catch 7
Per person
before
per day.
midnight and have. Well, we're not telling you this is the way it is.
Yeah.
We're just telling you what Anthony has dug up research wise, and we'll confirm with the Department of Fish
Yeah,
and
I think
Wildlife
you gotta
tomorrow.
need, yeah, you need to call
But-
for
Says
sure.
The limit is reset at midnight each day.
The limit is
Open
reset at
season.
midnight each day.
Possession
Oh, I
limit
don't
is
know.
also 7 lobsters at any one time, but applies to a single day.
All right, and none of the people can hear what you're saying, but
Yeah.
he's saying that you can have 7 one day and 7 the next. We'll
Right.
work on confirming that and see what we can do.
Yeah.
It's 7 total, says Ronnie.
Yeah.
Barn 78-7 says, "Can you tell us how to set up those hoop nets?"
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's different ways that you can set it up. I always give people the way that I'm used to, because that's the way I was taught, and to me, it makes the most amount of sense. There is you're gonna have your hoop net, right? So whether you're using the 32 or the 36-inch one, that's gonna be dependent on where you're hooping and where you're hooping from. Next, you're gonna have the bait cage. So I always recommend seal-proof bait cage 100 times out of 100, just because, especially out here in Southern California, we deal with them a lot. We had one chasing us around the entire night.
Knothead.
Yeah, chasing us around the entire night, just stayed right by our boat. And I mean,
Even came up with us when we pulled into
yeah,
the dock.
and then when we pulled
He
into the
stayed
dock,
there.
he stayed there and he just hung out with.
What a nice animal.
No, he,
Yeah. Too smart for their own good.
I know, right?
there's Renee. Let's follow him.
Yeah. So you have your bait, your seal-proof bait cage, and the reason I say that is, they might get the lobster that's in your hoop net, but they're not going to take your seal-proof bait cage. They're not going to be able to crush it. Next, you're going to have your bridle, which is already attached to the hoop nets. Every ambush hoop net comes pre-rigged with the bridle, and then there's a loop at the end of the bridle. And so what Renee was talking about, and what Brian was asking on how to attach a carabiner so that you can easily, clip and detach and have it all break apart easily, is you're going to have your rope after. And a lot of people tie a knot straight to the bridle so that it's not detachable, and the rope is automatically just there. It's always going to stay there. Renee rigs his with a carabiner on the line and then a steel ring on the bridle itself so that we can easily detach and reattach. So it makes it easier to clean. It makes them easier to store. I'm a big fan of that as well. I think that that's the right way you should do it. I don't think you need to add the steel ring. I think as long as you have a carabiner and you clip it onto the bridle itself, you'll be fine. But you're going to have a carabiner tied to the line, and then the line that leads up, and then you have your buoy, and then after your buoy is where I put the excess line, and after the excess line, there's a weight, which keeps the line, straight up and down so that it doesn't float off and get stuck in somebody's propeller. So pretty much it's going to be hoop, bait cage, carabiner, line, buoy, weight. That's how it's going to go.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Great answer. Ronnie says, and we're back to this
I think he's talking about ducks.
limit. He's talking about ducks, and he's trying to make the
And
point
that's
that
right.
it's probably
He's got
the
that
same.
right.
Unless it said your total bag. Ducks are 7 a day, 21 in possession. If they come to your house, you got more than that in your freezer, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So
That's
we'll
for
confirm
definite.
all this with Department of Fish
Yeah.
and Wildlife
So,
tomorrow.
so
Promise.
my knowledge, I'm just gonna say my knowledge, everything that I've done research, I've talked to the Department of Fish and Game at shows. They have always told me you do not want to
Yeah,
have more
I've
than
heard the
7.
same thing.
You don't want to have more than 7 in your possession. So it's the same thing. If they come to your house and you have over 7, or even if you're like, well, I was hooping the day before and now I'm hooping now, this is my 7 and my other 7, you're so over 7 in your possession. I don't know. We have one
It's like
thing
what
here.
you said about your lobster card. If you could prove it on your lobster card,
Yeah.
then you're good.
I don't know. I would always double
I
check.
think-
Because
think
that's
it's 7
what
in
they're going to look
possession.
at your lobster card no
Yeah,
matter
they're
what.
gonna look at your lobster
They're going to
card.
look at
Yeah.
that.
We're going to confirm with a.
I don't back
It could
that.
be.
Promar
Could
doesn't
be,
back
but-
that.
Yeah, we'll
Just
confirm
saying. Yeah.
with Department of Fish
Yeah.
and Wildlife tomorrow.
That'd be good if we can get an officer in here just to talk to him.
Yeah, I
That'd be
can
nice.
maybe get. I know a guy, Brian, might come in here
Yeah.
and do it.
Yeah.
No, another Brian.
Another
Oh, okay.
Brian.
I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
This one doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me tell you. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
You know that.
Fishing
Chivo
Game
says,
states.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I wanted to get that one in there.
Okay, go ahead.
Fish and Game states the limit is 7 per person until eaten or given away. Yes, that is 100% how it goes.
Okay.
That's the way it reads in the like guidebook.
Yeah.
All right,
No
that's
matter what,
Isaac.
no matter how you try to fill it out, if you have over 7, even if it was 2 days away, they would still get you for.
Boy, we've
possession.
opened up a can of worms here. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
boys. Chivo says, does the website sell singles?
You
I
always
only
see
see multi-packs.
Yes, I know that's one thing we don't have up right now. We always encourage people to go to your local tackle shop, right? We don't sell singles because we want to not compete directly with tackle stores. So if you want to buy a single, you're in Pico, go to Save On. They have plenty of them there. And if you can't find them locally, give us a call and we'll help you out. So
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Stick Fisher, to add a little bit more controversy here,
Yes.
says they have a multi-day permit for $8. Then you can possess more than 7.
I've heard that.
Oh.
I don't know the truth about it, but I know if you want to possess more than 7, you have to get some special permit, and it's not easy to get.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, $8
we gotta get an
seems
officer
cheap.
in here. That's the answer.
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
realistically.
Is there an officer out there walking around, Anthony?
We got him right here.
I don't care what he is, a cop or CHP. We'll take him.
Yeah, get a chippy.
Yeah. And okay, so Isaac, we got. All right, so we've run out of questions here.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we have to end the show, but
Yeah.
we're doing this for an hour and a half. That
Yeah.
flew by.
No, yeah.
Let's talk about what we're going to be doing next Wednesday.
Yes.
Lobster ceviche. Brian's going to make.
Yes.
What else are we doing, Renee?
Lobster pokey?
Lobster pokey. He's going to bring in.
Yes.
If you can get a hold of Lisa, she said she would come in. She could do a recipe.
I will call her. Yeah.
Michael Limon and Dan Lightfoot are coming. You're going to have 2 nets. They're going to be. This is going to be a 3-ring.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a great show.
Luckily, it's mobile, so we can kind of keep it and go look.
Yeah,
when they're pulling
yeah,
up.
yeah.
That'll be
Anthony
fun.
can run out and what's his name? Michael Limon. He loves running in here. With
Yeah, I know.
A lobster or whatever.
He came in with the sand bass last time.
He'll come in and show us a short lobster, and the fishing game guy will,
Yeah,
be,
that's-
will be here.
Yeah.
You're under arrest, kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Smash that like button. Says my dear friend Tim Marquez. Tim, it's always great to see you here on Freeman Adventures. You're the man. All right, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna pick a number.
Let's each pick a number.
Anthony's got a
Oh,
list.
I have a generator.
Chivo has an. He's got a generator.
He's got a generator.
Well, hold on.
Well,
'cause-
no, because I still want to do the rent. I feel like it's more personal when we each get to pick a number.
Okay, wait.
Oh, but wait, no.
yeah, we can do that.
How about Anthony has a number? Because there's only going to be one winner, right? 2 winners?
Let's get 2. at
Okay,
least,
2
right?
winners. So there's 3 of us, so we each have to... He's going to guess a number. The 2 closest gets to pick the numbers. Does that make sense?
Say it again.
I
I wasn't really paying attention to you.
Okay.
I do
I have
that.
a number in my head, 1 through 20.
Okay, so we each just pick a number.
Let me read another question because we don't
Okay.
leave any questions here.
Yes.
Chivo says, looking forward to going on my buddy's lobster combo charter next week on the Sword King. Not looking forward to pulling
Yeah.
from 70 feet. That's fun stuff,
Yeah.
Chivo.
And that, I don't know, a lot of the commercial boats, they have pullers, right? They have
Yeah.
electric
They
pullers.
also
Or
got
they have
deck
deck
hands,
hands,
too.
So you may not have to get your hands too dirty, or you might not have to stress yourself too much, because definitely pulling from 70 feet, really
A
tiring.
lot of fun.
Yep.
A
All
lot-
right.
yeah.
Here's what the raffle is for. You get to come and be part of the Freeman Adventures Promar Lobster Chronicles Wednesday and eat delicious lobster.
Yeah.
So that's what we're giving away right now. So you've completely confused. What are we doing?
So
How are we
we're
doing this?
So we're doing it this way. He has a number in his head, 1 through 20. So we
Okay.
just pick one, because there's only going to be 2 winners. So it makes it fair. I don't know. It made sense in my head when I thought about it, and now I'm going to commit to it. So
All right.
All right.
This week, that's how we're doing. So if we pick the number he has in his head,
yeah, and then you guys get to pick another number to pick.
why
the
didn't
winner.
he just tell us what the hell the number is?
All right, you two can pick the numbers. You guys give 2 numbers.
Mike Krinkovich says New York is going down very soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. That's good for a lobster show.
You must be drinking.
Mike's into the
He
Bloody
must be
Marys.
drinking.
Or no,
All right.
it's evening. He's into something.
So the number, right?
Yes.
yeah, I guess you give him a number.
You guys are gonna pick
what are
the
the
winner.
what is the range of numbers?
0,
We have 18.
We got
Okay,
18.
there you go.
07.
David Rosenthal.
David Rosenthal.
Rosenthal.
I don't know if you want to come from the 805, but you're one of the guys. And then now I give him a number?
No,
Yeah.
you give him a number.
Pick a number.
15.
Brian Navarro.
And
Brian
Navarro.
Navarro. Brian, are you out there? You have to be here. What time? 5:30, right?
Yeah,
5:30.
5
5:30.
o'clock, man. We'll be here at 4:30 if you want to come early and hang with us. So we got Brian Navarro. Who else?
And
I don't know. If
Rosenthal.
I told you my
David
memory from-
Rosenthal.
Yeah, I was in a serious accident on the freeway. Okay.
Wait, so we need to have the first person respond. Who was the first person?
David Rosenthal.
David
David
Rosenthal.
Rosenthal.
David, can
David.
you make it? If you can, let us know. That's right. People have to respond, right?
Well, Brian Navarro responded.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, will you come?
Brian,
Perfect.
Brian, good.
All right.
All right,
All right,
Brian,
Brian.
We're going to munch out on lobster. And this guy, we're not going to let him skimp. We're going to really lay it on. We're going to eat lobster till it's coming out your ears, Brian.
I may bring some halibut to,
Whoa! I'm going to make some chorizo burritos.
Okay, I'll bring some halibut to throw into the ceviche so that there's more meat in there.
Yes, very good. And maybe David Rosenthal, we're going to have to pick another one. So we'll
right.
give David a little more time.
7:04, it just turned 7:04, so at 7:05, he's out.
Okay. David, you're going to be out. How do you set up your buoy with a light?
Oh, yeah.
Bam7887 wants to know.
That is an amazing question. I have a whole video on it on our website, promarahi.com/pages/resource or lobster. The way you're going to want to do it is when you're looking at a buoy, there's a seam. And that seam, you're going to want to drill. So on the flat side of your buoy, you're going to want to drill in the middle of that seam about, 2-3 inches in. And then you're going to want to put a weight on there. I usually recommend 6-ounce weights, and you're going to want to shove it in there. What is... Oh, man.
Like a torpedo.
Yeah, like a torpedo weight.
sinker.
I want to say it's a 3/4 inch drill bit that you need to do it.
You can measure it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
man,
you
I
want
don't
to put the 6 ounce in there, and you want it to fit snug.
Oh, okay.
And then you can, I mean, if you really want, you can put some like glue or something in there as well.
Wood glue works.
Yeah,
Any kind
and
of
then
glue.
so you're gonna. I wish I had. You know what? If you come next week, I will bring a buoy so that we can demonstrate it. Because I really like. It's kind of hard to explain. You want it essentially to be one weight on the bottom so that the buoy sits vertically like this all the time, and then you have your glow stick going up, and that's it. So you're essentially creating an L, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it without like a visual.
I have some buoys at home.
So this is the
Oh, the
buoy.
Freeman
There it-
Adventures.
there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Freeman
Yeah.
So this is
Adventures.
the buoy. There's a perfect seam right here. You're gonna drill right here.
Wait a
at
minute.
three-
Can you make sure people can see the Freeman Adventures?
Oh,
There
okay.
it is. Come on.
Okay.
Come
Yeah,
on.
thank
So
you.
you're gonna have the seam directly down the middle, and towards the seam on the flat side of the buoy, because then you're gonna have the nipple end. On the flat side of the
Nipples.
buoy, you're gonna want to go right here, and you're gonna drill a 3/4 inch hole, about 3 to 4 inches in, not too deep, honestly. You mainly want it to just reach to where a 6-ounce weight can sit directly in there, and then you're gonna want to shove it in there. It's gonna be a little bit snug, or you could put a little bit of glue to hold it in there. And then after, I don't think it's 3/4 of an inch. It's 3/8 of an inch, so it's a little bit smaller. And then you're gonna shove the
Weight.
weight in there, and then directly following that line, you're gonna drill another hole up top. Now, some people say you don't want to drill too big of a hole because obviously you want to be able to fit your glow stick in there, and over time it's going to kind of get snug. To that, I say just refill it with some foam spray and then re-drill it. But essentially, what you're going to want to do is drill that same hole in there, and you're only going to want to put it maybe about 2, maybe 1.5 inches in. And then that's just going to hold your glow stick upwards. And the reason you do that is the weight's going to hold it so that it's going to sit like this. In the water, it's going to bob and sit like this. And then the glow stick is always facing upwards. And that's why you do it that way. So
All right. Excellent
I don't know if
demonstration.
that actually was too helpful because I was all over the place, but hopefully that's helpful.
I thought it was
We can
excellent.
demonstrate it.
Totally.
I have to like really demonstrate it for it to be there. But if you guys want to see it, promarahi.com on our resource.
Yeah, that's
page.
you got the
Yeah.
video, right?
I got a
Yeah.
whole video about it.
Mike Krinkovich wants to remind you that it's very important to put a good battery
Yes.
in the light
Yes.
because most people will put a bad battery in there. So
Yeah.
he wants to make sure
Yeah.
everybody puts a good one in.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Yeah.
idea?
No. I mean, you definitely want to. I always on our rechargeable light or on our replaceable, LED lights. replace the batteries. I mean, they're gonna last you all season, but you want them to be really bright. Replace the batteries every now and then. They're really cheap. You can pick them up for like $6 for like 20 or 30 of them.
Yeah.
So just buy a few and then throughout the season just replace them so that they stay bright every time. And always give them an extra twist, even when you think they're fully sealed. Give them an extra twist to seal it even more. And unfortunately, David did not respond. So next.
All right, so we get. Go ahead.
I'll
You got
go.
something
No,
else
no,
to
I'll
say,
go.
right? Or no?
Oh, you have something to say?
Go ahead. I thought you were going to be. Well, what I
I'll
was gonna say,
say-
what I was going to say with the light, with also the lights. Once you get done with those lights, go ahead and
Oh yeah.
take them off, rinse them off, dry them up, and put them in a Plano container that's
After
waterproof.
they've aired out, yeah.
Nice and dry, and keep them in there. And you can use that to store them in too, so that next year you have them. There's no moisture that gets in them. It doesn't corrode any of your batteries or anything like that. And you know they'll last you. So, but Pro Marahi has those lights. They're the best. Go get them, and have fun when you go and throw them on your buoy.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your turn to give a number.
I'll
right?
pick number 4.
I like 4.
Oh,
Chivo Robledo.
Chivo.
there you go,
All right,
Chivo.
now we gotta wait and see if Chivo is.
Chivo,
gonna-
I hope you're
Chivo.
here,
if
dude.
he's going to show that you don't even have to take his stuff to him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I'll
To
just
win.
you just
All
have to
right,
come over
how
here.
long
and pick it
Chivo
up.
got? Another 4 seconds? Come on, let's move this show on.
Yeah, it's 7:09. Chivo, come on, dude. We'll give you until
Hit that like button.
7:11.
Subscribe to the Freeman Adventures YouTube channel.
Yes.
Tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting, deplorable little bell. And you'll be notified when there's new content.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, Mike
there it
Krikovich. No, Mike
Nope.
says, I saw them guys doing lobster stuff around San Pedro Bay. Them guys had it going on, but kind of far for us.
San Pablo Bay.
Mike Krikovich likes number 23. Oh, San Pablo Bay.
Yeah.
He was on a long range trip, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
down about 500 miles.
Oh
I'd
no,
say.
that's far.
Yeah. Thank
It's only
you,
down the
Mike.
block.
So Mike has contributed several great things tonight.
Yes.
And if number 4 is Mike Krinkovich, toss it out, will you? Please. We don't want him running around here. Mike, you know I'm kidding around with
No, Chivo, come on, dude. You have until 7:11.
Chivo, I can't believe Chivo didn't just jump right on.
I know. He
Man,
was here the
'cause,
whole show
You
saying
know,
he
his
wanted to
wife probably
stop
said,
by.
"Are you still watching that crap? I heard that chicken crow thing in the morning with the morning briefing, and I'm sick of this. Find
Oh
something
my
else
gosh.
to do." All right, how long are we giving Chivo?
We said until 7:11.
So the other thing I will have for you next week is our lobster hoop netting charter.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe I'll do a couple. Who knows? All right. Robert says he'll take it. Robert, you haven't even made a comment yet. Now you're in the running because you made that.
So now we have what, 19?
Mike Krinkovich
19?
loves my Phil. I love you, Mike. You're the best, man. You're always there for Freeman Adventures. Really, really appreciate you, Mike. And you love Scott too, just like me.
Scott Bucher.
Scott Bucher.
Is he going to be on the lobster trip?
I would love that.
I
man.
hope
I would
so.
absolutely love it. You know, I don't know if I should tell this story on air, but it would be funny. Should I tell it or not?
We'll hear it
The-
this week.
The Ruth, the $100. Is that okay to tell?
Yeah.
He's laughing. He says it's okay. So Scott says he's just pestering me. I need $100. I need $100. I need $100. And so I finally send him a note. And it says, "You know, my wife's driving me nuts. I'm trying to get her deported. If you'll swear in an affidavit that she drinks tequila 24/7, we can do some business." And there's this 5-minute pause, and then he sends a note, and it says, "I'll do it for 160." Swear to God. So the next day, I can't wait to see Ruth. I got to translate it for
Yeah,
her, but I go, "Ruth," and she goes, "Scott is un raton. He is un raton." She goes, and then she belly laughs. She's laughing about him doing that.
Yeah.
It was so funny, man.
All right. Well, Chivo, you missed out, dude.
All right, Chivo. Well, can I tell you, man? We're moving on. Lisa Paul thinks she's number 12, but she wants number 12. So we're back here again, right?
Yeah.
For another number. Or you? Well, you can't pick
Yeah.
one because you know
I
that.
already know.
Yeah, your turn.
All right. How about 11?
Number 11.
It's the tax man.
Tim Marquez. Tim, do you want to come and eat lobster with us? Man, don't tell me you went off. Tim's a great guy. He's my tax guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he advertises with us.
714.
Yeah, shoot, exactly.
Well, he advertises 720. No.
Yeah, exactly. Tim, we're right down the street from you. Lobster ceviche, lobster pokey. What else? Michael Limon throwing a lobster net.
Chorizo burger.
Chorizo.
Chorizo
yeah.
burrito.
Chorizo burritos. De Felipe, El Gringo. Tim Marquez, man. This show's going to go till midnight because nobody...
There he is.
Oh!
Hey!
Are you in, Tim? You're coming? All
There
right,
he
Put a
is.
Tim's
thumbs up.
coming.
We got to
That's
see him.
it.
That means he's coming.
Tim's coming.
He's
Next,
in.
coming.
He's in.
5:30 is when the show starts. We'll be here at 4:30, Tim.
Yes.
So we got our 2 people?
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
Okay. It's going to be a great show next week. Anything else, boys? Why don't
No,
you hit up
no.
Promar, the website, one more time?
Promarahi.com, Promarahi USA on Instagram, and make sure you guys are using code FA for 15% off. Remember, if you guys need anything at all, hit us up. We'll either direct you to a tackle shop that's going to have it local to you, or you guys could buy it online on the website and get 15% off.
Fastest hour and a half on YouTube. Renee,
Phil,
always a pleasure, man.
Thank you, my friend.
We're at,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, an hour and a half. Wow.
Yeah,
We did good.
Dude, I'm telling you, we
That
flew
was
through
fast,
that.
dude.
Thank you so much.
Yes, all right.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time for another Lobster Chronicles show here from 22nd Street Landing. That'll be next Wednesday with all kinds of recipes. Brian's going to make that ceviche
Yes.
right here on the show. Renee, are you going to make it or bring it?
I'll make it right here.
All right, we're going to make 2.
Well, that
so
being
you're
said,
gonna-
if it's not good, everybody has to agree that we're going to say it's good on air.
Yeah, Tim, you hear that? God bless everybody. Thanks for
All right,
joining
take care,
us.
guys.